my channel, and tonight we're gonna do a quick Q&A. I asked some of you guys to ask me some questions on TikTok, and boy, if you nosy one more time, if nosy was a person. So anyways, my goats, and I said my goats, I went out and I feel like a bit nice, so I decided to answer some of no questions. All right, so why I can't remember my password. Yes, so first question, where have I been? What was it about? I live life like everybody else. I feel like for the most of last year I started college, and so me starting college obviously took a lot of my time because I was actually enrolled as a full-time college student, and so a lot of my time I spent, you know, taking my classes. That's where I've been. I'm guessing that's what you meant to ask, because that's how we did it. I don't know what else to tell you. I did at school, and that's it. You know what, I didn't realize I hadn't posted on social media since, like, I want to say April, until one of my classmates was like, oh my god, I've been praying for you, where have you been? I'm so sorry, girl, but I didn't even think anybody was gonna notice. I mean, it's silly of me not to think anyone would notice, but I'm just saying I didn't realize I was gone that long, because, you know. All right, moving on to the next question. Someone asked, how do I feel about poly relationship? No, I don't know why when they ask me this, you know, to tell the truth. Why when you feel for ask me this? Why when you feel, first of all, I'm not giving nobody advice for a relationship, because at the end of the day, you know, I never that the people them ask me, how do I feel about poly relationship? To be honest, I don't judge people on their lifestyle. If you feel like you need two women, two men, to each their own, live your life, at the end of the day, I don't feel like people should have an opinion on how people live their life, whatever they want to be, whatever their lifestyle. I feel like they should be free to do that, and at the end of the day, everybody account for them own, you know, the way they live, their own lifestyle, all that stuff, you know. So I don't feel like it's my say to, you know. But one thing I don't agree with, like, if you know that you prefer a certain type of lifestyle, let's say you cannot commit, or you want a poly relationship, or you're bi, don't tell the other person that you want a committed relationship when you know, say, you can't commit. That's where my problem lies, but that wasn't the question, so we gonna move on. All right, next question. Jada, nothing. Jada, big up yourself. Thank you for participating. Jordan says, who broke my heart? So I want to ask Jordan, you know. I want to ask Jordan, why you feel like my heart broken? Jordan, do you know something that I don't know? Because Jordan is asking me who broke my heart. So Jordan, this is how I'm going to answer your question today. I would not say I'm not heartbroken. I don't feel like I'm heartbroken. I would not say anyone broke my heart. I would say that a relationship that, you know, didn't work out, it's more of a disappointment than it is a heartbreak. So I would not say I'm heartbroken. I'm not heartbroken. Maybe a couple years I felt that way, you know, when you feel like you're literally hurt you. But as time goes by and you start to understand yourself as a human and process certain things, you realize that, hey, yeah, you're not really heartbroken, you're more disappointed in people's action and their choices. That's pretty much it. So big up yourself again, Jordan. Thank you for participating, and I want to know who broke your heart. So when you see the video, please comment and tell me who broke your heart. The next question, why someone asked me how was 2022. 2022 me and 2022 I never really friend. 2022 like choke me in my eye, box me in my face, and keep me upon the ground. That's how my 2022. But I feel like 2022, I feel like honestly I was at a point where, you know, some things just didn't make sense and I just couldn't put my finger on it. You know, as much as people see me, I don't really talk to a lot of people. I'm not a social butterfly as how you would put it, but I would say one thing for sure and two things for certain. You know, I'm a very observant person. You know, I'm not as stupid as some people think I am. I'm aware of a lot of things. I could tell who's my friend, who's not my friend, and how heavy you fuck with me. I know that. You know, it doesn't make it bad. I'm gonna play my role and play my part and call it a day. No, 2022 opened my eyes to a lot of things. I feel like sometimes we deal with people and we make excuses for their behavior. But I'm the type of person too, I like to give people, and don't come from it up your soul. It's a term, if you know, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. I like to give people enough rope to hang themselves. So when me treat you or me supposed to treat you and you decide say you want to try go around me or deceive me or whatever it is you feel like you want to do, at the end of the day, you are kill up oneself, not me. That's the type of person I am. And so you know, I lost some people who I held dearly to me. You know, you knew it was coming and things was just not going the way it's supposed to go, and it's okay to move on from people. You know, some people are there for a season, some people are there to teach you a lesson, some people is there just there for that reason, for a reason, and whatever purpose they serve, once they serve their purpose, it's okay for them to go. It's perfectly fine. All right. So I lost some people that I thought, you know, was my friend, that I held very, very dear, but I had to let them go because I realized that the relationship was done. So it was a very bittersweet year. You know, I had my family finally join me, so that was a goal of mine. So I'm glad that they were able to get here. We spent the holidays together, so I'm no longer here by myself, so I'm really happy about that. So now it's time to focus on me. Okay, time to focus on me. So in a nutshell, like I said, 2022 kicked my ass. It was a bittersweet year. It was a year where I had disappointments, hard disappointments. I learned, and it's now 2023, and so it's a different thing. It's a different thing. The year started off rough, but we're gonna be good regardless. All right, cool. All right, Jordan, because Jordan love ask these questions. You know, somebody asked me a question. I don't think I qualify for comment on the situation. But you know, my guess is something. I said I wasn't going to say anything. Sharon asked, "Can you date a married man? What do you think?" Honestly, one thing was sure, two things are certain. I 10 out of 10 do not recommend. And you know, I recently had a conversation with a friend of mine, and if you're dating someone, it depends upon your goal. It depends on your goal. If you're dating someone though and they're supposedly married, if they really want to be with you, they will put themselves in a position to be with you. You don't need to be on the side, tipping a toe, run around, whatever it is. Just a no. Just a no. Just a plain no. Them mania, them lie, them wicked, and they are manipulators, and I would say 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Okay, do not recommend. All right, next question. I like the one here. Am I in love? Is the doll in love? Is Kayla Torrey in love? Is Miss E in love? Is Miss A in love? No. I have love for people, but am I in love? No. At this moment, you know, you can love somebody and not be in love with them. Yeah, so I'm in love with myself. I'm a family and my child and, you know, my dreams. That's what I'm in love with. But in love with a person, no. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. My next question, I like this, you see. Someone wanna open up my personal business but not ask me about business. How is business going? To be honest, business is not really going right now. I got locked out my store. Yes guys, you heard me right. Shopify locked down my store, but from me, because apparently I was selling things I was not authorized to sell. Yeah, so that was a bummer. I started like selling plates. I got some support. I stopped that because honestly school got overwhelming and I was just doing too much. I was just literally doing too much, and then when you don't have a helping hand, it can be rough. So for now, business is kind of on the back burner, but y'all know me, you know. But you know what, I have decided to change things up a bit, and so I'm gonna just stay tuned and see what I want. That's all I can say. Just stay tuned and see what I want. All right, next question. The next question say, what if I'm a bucket list? What if I'm a bucket list? That's a good question. Really good question. I think I want to travel. I want to travel somewhere, and as cliche as it sounds, I need to travel somewhere. I am definitely like a homebody. If me love my yard one more time, God know. If me love my yard one more time, so there is that. All right, bucket list. But I just want to travel and live life. That's it, you know, instead of staying in my house. I like, you know what's the strange thing, I like to go out, but when I like to go out at the same time, because of the world we're living right now is just so scary. You go enjoy yourself and somebody just decides to them upset with everybody and just come shoot up the place. I don't really like that, so that's my issue. All right, next question. The person's asking me, what's one of the hardest challenges I have ever faced and how I overcame the situation. I feel like I'm gonna list a few, because you know, when you live life, well, at this age you would have experienced some stuff, right? One of the hardest thing I've had to overcome or challenges is to give, well, not to give, to forgive people who betray me. And I'm not saying that, you know, I have not betrayed anyone, but I don't know, for me it's the way it was done and how you did it. It's not what you do, is how you do it, type of thing. And someone had to tell me, like, you know, stop taking things so personal. That's not what the person was thinking when they were doing that. They were doing that because whatever reason, because they see me, you see small things when everyone talk too much, and some people might be like, you're terribly unfair. So small things, you see how Jamaicans say you take sleep, I'm at it. You see the small things, may I take it to the extreme. I may go think about my life and how bad this could really go, like the small things. So them say you take sleep, I'm at it. That is me. I mean, you see it, I'm not telling a lie. I'm not telling a lie. So that's I had to learn to move on from childhood trauma, you know, because these things make you very angry. How did I move on from that? You know, it was a couple years ago, to be honest. I was on Facebook or somewhere on social media, and you know, I have a lot of build up anger based on, you know, the way I was raised and the things that I've experienced and stuff, and I feel like I had a lot of resentment, right? And there was this quote that says, how you speak to your child is their inner voice. And that just lit a bulb. That just lit a bulb why I felt the way I did, and why, you know, certain things happen. And then I realized that, you know, we as Jamaicans, the way we raised already, and most of us can relate to similar struggles. And then when I think about it, I'm like, how can I blame someone that doesn't know any better about my trauma and my problem? That doesn't make any sense. You know what that's gonna do? That's gonna enable me to continue the cycle and carry it on to the next generation. And at some point, somebody from the line has to break the cycle. That person is me. So that's how I moved on from that. Another challenge is moving on from people that we thought were friends, lover, and whatever else. So you know, things happen, people change, people lie, people deceive, so whatever it is. You know, there's one thing for sure and two things are certain. Mana say I'll forgive someone for what they did to me, but to be honest, how me get over it is that I just know say on a level, I just keep you on a level, and my business I will just do what we're supposed to do. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, I'll forgive you, but you're not gonna catch me a kiki ever with you the way we used to rock it. I'm sorry. Let me say, it takes sleep. That is me, and I will not apologize for it. Because you see one thing for sure, people evil, and you can't use your your moral principle and standard and not even a reason with somebody where you feel like they're similar to you and you feel like they might understand you for make a decision. Never ever do that. Stick to your morals and principles. Trust me, you that will never fail you. That will never fail you. All right. All right, next question is, where do I see myself in 5 years? In 5 years? Damn, in 5 years. I know where I see myself, but I'm just thinking about my age. In 5 years, I see myself having more portfolios, a lot more successful and closer to retirement. I see myself enjoying life, traveling, and living life like I'm supposed to. You feel me? Yeah. My son will be an adult, thank God. And yeah. Final question is, what's my pet peeve? Who asked this? Who sent this Maria? What is my pet peeve? My pet peeve is people who are deceitful. People who looks me in the eye in life for no reason. No, I'm not talking about a situation where, you know, cause me not gonna tell no lie. Me not gonna tell no lie. See, if me ain't like this, I'm gonna really want to tell them my business, I'm going to lie. But I mean, the people that you're like this and they look you in the eye and lie to you, we can't be friends. Because me no say, me can't trust you, I'm not gonna fool myself to trust you. I'm not gonna tell no lie. Me not gonna tell no lie, I'm not going to trust you. I have more pet peeve, you know, and I can't stand people when I know if them want to be a friend or them don't want to be a friend. So you see, if you're wishy-washy, 1 minute you good, or you utter your cool, 1 minute you good, the next minute you change your mind, we can't be friends, because I can't bother if you're fret. Not if I fret, I can't bother if I wanted today if you're in a good mood or a bad mood, or I can't bother if today I can't bother to wonder if today we're friends or we're not bother friends. Man, I don't have time for that. Those are kid stuff. Another pet peeve of mine, grown ass adults we feel like they need to play silly games like when we were teenagers or in our early 20s, instead of being a man or a woman and say what is it they need to say, versus trying to manipulate people like kids. I can't stand those people. Can't stand them, will never stand them. Another pet peeve, manipulators, liars, deceivers. Just not my cup of tea. That's all I would say. So I think this was my last question. I think probably the next video, I think I ever come up here and talk about my personal life experience. Somebody has suggested it, but I just don't feel the need to come up here and explain anything or go into detail, even though I feel like sometimes talking about the experience can help someone. But I feel like with most people, you have to experience things on your own and come to your own realization and stuff like that. So me just don't know what I need for no. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video and see the rich auntie vibes, you know. Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? Y'all catching the detail? So thank you guys so much for watching, and that's my quick live updates Q&A, and I'll see y'all in the next video. All right.